What's up, guys? It's your boy Yoshimitsu Kana. I know it's been, like several months now. Honestly, I don't really have, just kind of let's just get this out the way, just sort of immediately. I don't really have, like, a reason or an excuse, for the lack of uploads and everything. I definitely think that I was a little optimistic about my mood and everything when I started re-uploading this year. It didn't even kind of occur to me to settle in at a new job and sort of, get right with myself in the process. So it was a long time to sort of get to this point where I can sit down and make another video for you guys. And, I am sorry. I've actually noticed that there's been a few more people checking out the channel lately, and, people have been giving me words of encouragement, so I really do appreciate that, guys. I am sorry for the lack of uploads. Honestly, I felt like Let's Playing was a sort of dead content genre in a way. Personally, I've always loved the Let's Play genre, and it's always something near and dear to my heart. It's kind of I think a lot of people, it's what got them into YouTube. So, I kind of wanted to continue to do it despite it being out of its sort of golden age, Not to say that I don't think it can work or that I don't like it or want to do it anymore. It's just, I'm not really sure where to go, in terms of the content on this channel. What I do enjoy doing is talking about video games and the news and everything that goes on within the video game world. But I also have other interests too, like anime, books, TV shows, movies, stuff like that. So, I don't want it to be something that's just like me just spewing thoughts off the top of my head. That's not the point of the channel. And I think from when I first created the channel and I started to evolve my content style, I realized that, I'm a sort of person who really likes to put in a lot of work on things. The problem is the things that need a lot of work, I need to be able to upload it, and for one reason or another, I have a hard time sort of setting my schedule up to achieve this. And I'm sure a lot of you guys understand this too. Like, a lot of content creators out there, big and small, it's hard to sort of plan around the unexpected. And I did not expect to be so depressed and so out of it for several months. I haven't streamed, I haven't gotten any highlights, I haven't done any Let's Plays. I've hardly even played any video games except Crimson Desert, but I'll get to that later. And it almost made me not love video games in a way. And it's very strange to hear that, but I think I started to understand what, like, a lot of bigger YouTubers say when they, make a video game channel. They're like, oh, I don't play video games anymore in my free time, or I try not to play video games anymore. And it's like, well, why would you do that? And it's because the medium becomes more of a job. And I've never wanted that to be a job. I don't want playing video games to feel like a job. I want it to feel fun. So I've been kind of wrestling with that concept for a while too. And, I've sort of just not taken care of myself, and I've been on the backswing on a lot of things. I made a video earlier this year about my attempts, or my attempt, I should say, and, I think maybe I was overconfident in myself. Now, granted, this is a really small channel. There's 50 subscribers here, and I'm sure a couple dozen of you don't even use YouTube anymore. But for the people that do check my channel out and support the sort of creative endeavors and the work that I do, I really do appreciate it, and I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. To be honest, I think I have an idea a little bit more now. I think I will probably start just creating Let's Plays still, but in a much more contained. I don't think I want to do like big Let's Plays that span across like several games, like my Dragon Quest endeavor. I don't know if I can make Let's Plays that span several games, like the Dragon Quest endeavor that I tried to embark on. And the reason that one stopped is because the game kept crashing. No matter what I would do, it just, every single time I would get a little bit farther, it kept crashing on me, and I only had one mod installed, and it was supposed to fix the crashing, so it doesn't matter. I did not hold up my end of the bargain with that. I had it all hyped up. I had it all planned out in my head. I was going to do several episodes, and it just never panned out. It just wasn't funny. At the end of the day, I have to sort of figure out if I want to be funny, if I want to be, what's the term? Informative, if I want to be serious. I kind of want to do a little bit of everything a little bit. I feel like when it comes to video games in general, I like to really look at things from different perspectives and offer new insights onto like why something happens. But I also like to be funny too. And the reason that I kind of stopped was because I have a sort of control issue, and I was the only one doing the filming, uploading, and editing, and it's a lot of work. And I don't want to sit here and say like, oh, just hire an editor or just, you know, whatever the case is. I felt like it was a labor of love for a time. And it sort of tapered off to where it just felt like, oh, I gotta edit this video, and it's just it's not fun that way, you know. And I get frustrated because I feel like I make progress on certain things, and you know, I backtrack, and you know, things happen. So I think more or less now I have started to kind of come back into the fold a little bit, and I feel a lot more confident, you know, making videos. I really wish that I could tell you guys that I got like series planned, but I really don't. I do have things I want to do, but I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. That's never been my thing. So, for right now, what I am probably going to do is I will probably be just doing some sort of first looks, and you know, a lot of the other things that a lot of other YouTubers do. Just trailer breakdowns, stuff like that. Just a little bit of something to get me going, and then I'll start up the Let's Plays again. I think that's kind of where I want to go. And you know, I do want to like review games at some point. I'm just terrible at finishing them, so you know, I think I will kind of work it out as I go along. So you're gonna see some sporadic things here and there in this channel. Just some things that I don't know if they'll work. Maybe they won't work. Who knows, right? But I don't want to stop trying. So, you know, that's going to be my sort of goal for this channel and everything like that. I'm still going to keep the name. I still like the name, Yoshimitsu Kana. It's my favorite Tekken character, so it's not going away right now. Probably, who knows? You never know what the future holds. But I did want to talk about a game in this video. So after all that nonsensical rants and kind of just getting it off my chest, to the video game part, I have been playing a lot of Crimson Desert. I can honestly say it is a fantastic game. While I do agree with a lot of the reviews that it is bloated and it sort of pushes this all on you and it becomes overwhelming, I feel like it's the perfect sort of game that I can sort of just pick up and play for an hour or two and put it down and not feel like I have to keep playing. Like it's weird. It's almost relaxing in a way where it's just this sort of world I just plop into and I just hunt a couple outlaws or fish for a little bit and do a quest or two and fly around or whatever. It never feels like I have to sit there and invest hours of my time to get a little bit of somewhere. It feels like I'm getting somewhere every time I drop in the game. Which has always been an issue with me because I play a lot of RPGs or JRPGs. So, you know, if you play an hour of a JRPG, that's like maybe a floor of a dungeon or a cutscene at most, which I have no problem with, but it can get a little tired or tiresome when you're trying to make progress in like a Persona game where it's like hundreds of hours long and you're just sitting there like, oh my god, I've done this for an hour and I've gotten nowhere, which can be a little bit maddening, but you know, we love it for what it is. So Crimson Desert feels like that sort of just, you just drop in and just have a little bit of fun and then you just go back the next day. I love exploring the world of Pywell. I love the characters. I know it's a little bit of a hot take, but I do like them. I'm looking forward to getting to know them. I do like Cliff as a sort of protagonist, even though he's kind of vanilla. I really do like Marius and Yan. They were really fun. I haven't gotten all the characters back again, but I can say I do like them. The world is gorgeous. Honestly, it's jaw-droppingly beautiful. The combat is a lot of fun, albeit a little bit easy. The side quests and minigames are obviously awesome and fun. And, you know, Crimson Desert's just one of those games where I feel like I can just drop in for an hour or two and just have some fun, and then I can just go about my day. So, with the negatives, I can definitely see why people don't like them. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of overwhelming things. It does take a little bit to get going, which is fine. I don't mind that. I definitely do not like the side quest system. Feels like I just kind of pick up random things throughout the world and I just go and do them, and I feel a little weird because I'll go and do that thing, and for whatever reason, like, the side quest doesn't feel like it correlates to where I'm at, which I guess it's due to the world's hugeness or whatever. But there was one place that I was supposed to raid a camp or something, and I ended up dying, and it more or less, that's not the point. Point is just I don't really like how the side quests are implemented in the world. It doesn't feel like I'm helping a place. I definitely do not like the party system. That was very shocking to me. I don't like switching the characters at all. Don't get me wrong, I think, because I got the girl, Damine, or whatever her name is. I do like her, it's just, I don't really see the point. It just feels like it was just put in there for whatever reason. I'm hoping as that more opens up that I get, like, tailored quests for them. But right now, the only person you should be using is Cliff, so I definitely do not like the upgrading system. That is the one thing I can honestly say about this game that makes me not want to play it, is the upgrading system. I don't like getting the cubes, doing the challenges, and then just putting it in a random skill that upgrades me. I've never been that type of person. I like base stat upgrades and all that other stuff. I like real tabletop-y. So that one I'm not super, I won't say fond, but I'm not really a big fan of it, which is fine. We all have our different strokes for different folks, right? But all in all, it is a really fun game. I mean, honestly, I was not expecting that. I was expecting to sort of play it, enjoy it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, it's a couple weeks later, I'm still playing it. So it's definitely a surprise for me. I didn't expect to like it at all. I thought it was going to be a bloat fest, sort of like Assassin's Creed, which it kind of is, don't get me wrong, but I think there's a lot more beneath that surface rather than Assassin's Creed games where it feels like this is kind of what you get. There's not a whole lot of nuance there, but with this, there's a little bit more nuance. But I mean, it's just about how you sort of perceive it. I can't really sit here and tell you that my experience is true to yours. You guys might have a different opinion. You guys and gals, you might have a different opinion than I do, which is okay. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we talk about it and we discuss our opinions, right? So, to sort of wrap up the video, I did want to just say thank you guys for those of you who are still subscribed and tune into the videos. I know my Sudeki playthroughs are really popular, and that kind of got a couple of people checking me out. Sorry, my cat. I know my Sudeki playthroughs got a little bit going, and a lot of people were checking that out. So I do want to do Sudeki just because I feel like I owe it to you guys that were tuning in my channel for it. And the game was fun too. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know I'm a smaller channel. And you know, a lot of you guys, you're just kind of tuning in to me for the first time and you're like, who's this guy? So if you're stuck around after you've like gotten through that initial like, oh, who is this guy? I do appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot, you know, I'm hoping this is the start and I can kind of get rolling again, but I do want to just say thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. I do love making content and I want to keep doing it. And, you know, I'm going to work hard to get there. You know, and hopefully these sporadic uploads throughout the year stop. And I can kind of get a better handle on myself. So, But that's gonna do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and as always, enjoy your time and live it to the fullest. Bye bye.